Hello, welcome to our study. Please make sure you're conducting this study on a laptop or a desktop computer and that you're using the Google Chrome browser. Once you click on the link from Prolific, hopefully it should bring you to something that looks like this, where your Prolific ID is displayed, your study ID, and the session ID is displayed. So you click the next once you're done watching the YouTube video, and it brings you here. You need to start this tutorial. So in this tutorial, there are 3 targets and in the cycled areas, so classify them into human or random objects. So I'm going to start the tutorial now. So the moment you start the tutorial, it will take you to, it will open a new tab. So you go back to the previous tab if you have to, and copy your Prolific ID. Just copy that and then paste that there and okay that. Okay, so the scenario has loaded and the instruction has been given again. So let's start the scenario. So I'm just going to zoom out to make this more visible. So for the purpose of this work, you're going to be interested in just this green area. So we know that there is 3 targets in these 2 areas from the instructions we're given. During the task, you might have different number of targets. For now, so you go under the task and then click on this square so that you can select regions. So I'm just going to select the regions that I already know. So once you do that, you click again to select the next region, and then you can run the auto allocation algorithm by clicking this. Automatically it does that, and then you can confirm, and that should start immediately. So while that is going on, you can choose to see an overlay of what area has been explored by the UAV. So I'll click on this and you can see sort of a heat map. So you've got to complete this within a given time. So we've got 5 minutes to complete this, which is probably plenty for this scenario. You might have a different time for the actual scenarios in the study. So you can draw the triangle as wide as you want it, the rectangle as wide as you want it. So you can draw it to cover this entire region, but just focus on the green region. So we have targets found, and so you go to view. So to view the scans, you click on that. It shows you, provides a list of targets. So as the targets have been found, you can work on them. So you select, and I don't think I can see what that is. So I'm just going to request a higher scan. And that one, again, I'm not too sure what that is, so I'll request a higher scan as well. And then for that one, that looks like a human. So I'm just going to select human present straight away. And I can go back to the monitor screen while I wait for scans to load up. So you can see this UAV and the other UAV have been dispatched and a new scan has been returned. So I'm just going to go back to view scan and select that. And while I am looking at these, I can see that, there's actually a human here. And so it was a good thing I requested higher resolution scan. So I'll just tick that there's a human present, and then I'll select the next one. And this is clearly not a human, so no human. So after this, I can go back to the monitor screen. I can see that this entire area has now been fully scanned. For the experiment, you'll be expected to scan the entire green area. So you draw as many rectangles as you need to get that done. You can always toggle off this overlay or toggle it back on. And we have about 5 minutes remain, about just under a minute, about 30 seconds for this scenario to end, but we're already done with the task. But you might want to wait for the time to run out, and just to make sure that you have no pending activities. So once the time is up, the simulation will end as it just did, and you're being advised to close this browser tab and continue with the form. So I'm just going to close that, and I'm back to the form. Okay, so I'm just going to take that. I've completed the tutorial scenario. So again, this brings you to the first scenario, which with the instructions, you can complete that. And so this time around, you want to scan, you want to cover as much of the area as possible. So run allocation. Okay, so now this has not been allocated, so I can confirm allocation first, and then go back to task and rerun allocation again, and now I can confirm that. And again, you can have the green overlay, and once the experiment is done, you can close the browser. Indicate that you have completed this, carry on, and you've got a questionnaire to fill. So complete the questionnaire. I'm just going to do random entries here. And once done, next. So it takes you to the second scenario. So paste and that should load the scenario. You can start that. It's 8 minutes, similar to previous case. Once you're done, you close that, and then indicate you're done, and then click the next, and then complete the questionnaire attached to it. Click next. Once you get to this point, you're not done. You will need to click submit. If you don't submit, all the your progress will not have been saved. So and time will have been lost. So please remember to hit the submit button, and that will also automatically redirect you back to Prolific, where your and Prolific will acknowledge the completion of the study. So submit, and that's it. Done, completed, and can close the window now. Thank you very much.